Hi, welcome to the pre-market show. This is Michael Rony Mullick, and let's look at how the US markets ended yesterday, how the Asian markets have opened today in the morning, and what we can expect going into trade today. So, if we look at the SGX Nifty, well, everything is again painted in red in the US markets, not just simply in red, but heavily in red. The markets have fallen drastically overnight. Every bullish sentiment was absolutely wiped up. And right now we are seeing SGX Nifty indicating again a major gap down of almost 300 points. So it is trading currently at 16,940 to 50 levels. But if you see the low that was made last night in SGX Nifty was around almost 15,888. So that is something major in terms of the fall that came in SGX Nifty. So again, why the major fall? It is just what we had discussed last night as well. We were hoping that US markets would recover towards the end, but there was no respite. The markets fell and just kept on falling, and it ended the day at its weakest point. So the volatility in the US markets had risen by almost 19%. It is now above, well above 30. It's almost towards 31 is what you can say in the US market. So in India, the VIX, we can see that it will rise today as well. So you can see the US VIX, after falling for continuously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, it has again shot up heavily. And talking about the US markets, S&P 500, Nasdaq, DJI, there is nothing to say. Absolute bloodbath yet again. So you can see the last 4 days gains were absolutely wiped off from all the three indexes, with Nasdaq leading the fall with almost 5.06% in the red. This is the way the US markets has ended yesterday, but in the morning right now we are still seeing a negativeness continue in the markets. So let me open the 5-minute chart of the US indexes. So we are seeing slight recovery right now as we speak, but this is in the futures of the US futures, but still they are firmly trading green. So Nasdaq is below 12,000, Dow Jones is below 32,000, well below 32,000. So things are looking very bearish right now. So if you look at the Asian markets, same story continues over there. We see a major gap down in this is the Hang Seng market, this is the Hong Kong market. It opened with a major gap down. It again fell heavily. Now it is trying to recover a bit. So let us see how far it can recover. Same with Kospi, the Korean index. It is again opened with a gap down following the global cues, and it is now trying to move up, so which is good right now. And same with Nikkei. This is the Japanese market. Nikkei, it is opened with a gap down, but then it is showing no signs of recovery. It is down by almost 2.5% currently. So this is how the global markets are set. So obviously this kind of bearishness will be creeping into the Indian markets, and that is why we are expecting a almost 300 points gap down in Nifty. Talking about the currency, the 77.54 seems to be where the currency is trading right now. And so again, we are seeing no signs of recovery in Indian rupee as well. It should come down below 77 at least for the short term, so that the bullishness continues in the market, but that is not happening. Talking about US oil, that is the crude oil prices is inching around $110, which is down from $113-14 from yesterday and the day before, but still $110 is a high price for crude oil, if you ask me. Now the major reason why the US market has fallen so drastically is the earnings session that I told you, that US Q4 earnings season are going on, and we are seeing that since it's in a major bearish it's a bear market in the US, and no matter what kind of results the share the companies announce, if it is very bad, it is being punished, absolutely falling almost more than 20, 25, 30%. And if it is good, still we are seeing a fall, but slight fall, almost 5, 6, 7%. So there is no different discrimination between good or bad news. If it is bad news, it falls less. If it is very bad news, it falls more. Or if it is good, even so it falls. So the major bearishness was because of the share called Target. So Target is a retail chain in US. It fell around 25%. If I open the daily charts, you'll be seeing a clear picture of Target, why it has fell so much. It has yesterday the day before, it closed around $209, and yesterday it closed the day at $1.61, so down by $53.6 or 25% down. This is the major dragger of the US market. And this is not the first time we are seeing such a reaction after a bad result. We have seen with Facebook down by 25%, Netflix down by 25% just after the results. So losing their market cap by 1/4 overnight is something, some companies, it is hard to swallow, but that is what the ground reality is right now in the US markets. So that is why we are seeing such a negative sentiment all around the markets. Talking about the major stocks, Apple fell 5.6%, Amazon fell 7.16%, Microsoft also fell 4%. So these are the tech heavy stocks, and that is why we can see Nasdaq falling almost more than 5% is because of these tech heavy stocks. So Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, all of them fell, and in the US market it was an absolute bloodbath last night. So we have seen some signs of recovery, small recovery towards the morning. That is why we are seeing that the SGX Nifty is now rising. So if you open the 5-minute candle, you can see an uptrend in the SGX Nifty, which is something positive. It is inching towards 15,975 right now. So that is something good. Good in the sense, still it will be a major gap down, but if the market manages to open above 16,000, it would be a miracle. And 16,000 was a support, as we have spoken before, that 16,000 would be where the markets can take the first support, and if that is broken, we can expect 15,740, which was the low for the last continuous 3 days. That is where the markets should take support. So let me show you the daily charts and discuss the levels. Before that, one more interesting thing to keep in mind is the ITC results, which were announced yesterday after market hours. Their profits have grown by 12%. So the ITC will be in focus for today. Just after the results, let's see how the stock picks up and how it performs today. So that is something to be kept in mind. So that is ITC. And we have seen that the FMCG sector has been firmly trading in the green despite all the negativity all around the world, and ITC have been continuously going up, making the ITC investors very, very happy. Now we have to wait and see if the ITC results continue the positiveness or it has a different story to tell for ITC. That is something to keep in mind for today, ITC stock. And let us now get into the charts for today to discuss today's expiry day plan. So today's expiry day, as you know, today is the 19th of March, and it's a Thursday, so expiry of Nifty and Bank Nifty. So if talking about levels, 16,000 I told you is a major resistance or support level. If the market opens above 16,000, it will try to take resistance around 16,000, or if it is opening below 16,000, it will take resistance at 16,000. So 16,000 on the upside, and if that is broken, 16,142 is the next resistance for market, is what we are going to see. And on the downside, we can expect 15,950, and if that is broken, again 15,740 is the next support, major support. So you can see the daily charts, it has taken multiple supports 3 times. So that is a major level to look out for today. So this is how the Nifty will play out. So talking about the ranges, the broader range will be 15,740 to 16,142. To if you are doing the expiry date trade, this is a level you should keep in mind. And talking about Bank Nifty, the levels to watch out for in Bank Nifty are obviously 33,000 on the lower side is again where the markets had reversed, just like Nifty took support 15,740 levels. Bank Nifty took support at 33,000. It's a round figure. So that is going to be again an important support for today, and if that is broken, we can expect the resistance to be at 33,900 to 34,000 levels. So this is the 1,000 point range we can expect for the markets to trade today, and if either is broken, we can expect further downfall or further rise in the markets. The chances of market rising is very, very less right now, but let us see what happens. So this is the thing. So there is one thing to mention, that since we had seen that the Nifty futures were trading at a discount than the spot, which means people have already were expecting a bearishness in the global markets, and that is why they had shorted the Nifty, and it was trading at a huge discount to the spot, which does not happen in a normal scenario. So what happens if the people, if their view is right and if the markets open 300 points down, so there are chances that these people would like to book their profits. So that is called short covering, and that can propel the markets higher. So that is a small bit of hope you can keep in mind to see in the markets. If it opens with a major gap down, so these people will be in huge profits and they would like to book their profits. So that can take the markets a bit higher, because they will be placing the buy orders for that. So that is why we see that major gap downs are bought into, or major gap ups are sold into. So this is something to keep in mind for today. So but everything looks bearish as of now, and so we have discussed the levels, and I hope you have a happy expiry. We will meet again at 11:15 at night for the post market show, where we will discuss the major happenings of the day and how the US markets are trading and what we can expect going into trade tomorrow. With this, I will be ending the pre-market show here. I hope you have a happy trading day.